All right, what do we got?
So Chip was talking about how, despite what happened at the end of the season, you guys winning those last 2 games. He says momentum starts right here for this upcoming season. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, he just hypes on or emphasizes on, doing the things you do now is going to affect this when season comes. So all these little details that we emphasize on now during spring ball is going to be how we turn out in the season.
How big of it was for you offensive linemen when DTR decided he was going to come back?
Well, I mean, it was really big, having a familiar face behind you. It just brings you a lot of trust to be able to make the right plays and score us a lot of touchdowns.
A lot of publications have Zach as a possible Heisman dark horse. Does that give you guys a little extra responsibility to maybe kind of live up to what people are projecting on this offensive line in the run game?
I mean, Zach is a great player. I mean, he proves it every day in practice, and us being the O-line, we want him to succeed. So I guess it does, but we just try to be good as an O-line altogether, so that Zach can be as successful as he can.
You have Coach Drevno coming in for Coach Fry. Are there any changes in terminology or technique or anything that you've noticed so far?
Yeah, there's going to be a little tweaks with some calls, but I think Coach Drev done a good job of transitioning into his style of coaching while trying to keep the same terms and the same concepts that Coach Fry brought.
You guys were a pretty tight-knit group last season, and then you lose both your tackles. What can you just say about Alec going to the NFL draft, as well as what you guys have coming in?
I'm happy for Alec. If he thinks he's ready, and I believe him.
And Sean, sorry about that.
Yeah, Sean too. I was really close to both those guys, and I see how hard they work. So I'm excited for them, and I think they're going to have great things in the future and in the NFL. And we definitely have young guys coming up that can play and get the job done for us, like Garrett DiGiorgio. He's coming up. He'll do a good job this year, and I'm just excited for the season, see what they can do.
Anyone standing out other than Giorgio that maybe some of the really young guys who didn't get much time last year?
I would say Benjamin Roy. He's doing good. His mental capacity to be able to learn the playbook really fast, and that's kind of been a standout for me as watching him grow as a player. It's just understanding the plays and the techniques. Yeah.
You have Tyler Manoa making the switch from interior D-line out to right tackle. What do you thought of him so far, and what is that like, knowing that you guys have been teammates for so long, but now you're kind of in that same position?
I mean, I think it's awesome. His motivation to want to learn and get better as an offensive lineman now is really refreshing to see, because he really wants to get out there and play and help the team and help himself. So having him play offense now is just it's a little different, but all in all, it's a great deal.
Can you describe the overall feel coming into this season off of an 8-4, very productive, positive season, as opposed to maybe coming into the season off some of the previous years you guys have had?
Well, I'd say that 8-4 season, that's just a new standard. That's the standard we treat ourselves as players, and what the coaches always talk about, 8-4, now we can say that's going to be the worst season we had. Because this upcoming year, we're going to do better. You know what I mean? So that's the new standard, and anything below that is not what we want. So just more wins and less losses.